Welcome to Urbangrounds, folks. Here we go. It's game number 3 of 5 of December 2024's PUBG Community Custom Games. My name is Jorisar, and I hope you guys will join me in enjoying this absolutely wonderful game mode we have going for you lot. This is one of those game modes where we actually tell you where the zone is going to go at the beginning of the game. Is that going to make a difference to literally anyone? We find out. Ripton, there you go. You can even see the circle. There's absolutely no question where the zone is going to go. We are not going to be Delzor yanking this over to Los Arcos. That is not what we're doing. Absolutely no siree. You can still land anywhere you want, but obviously the zone is moving fairly quickly towards Ripton, so make sure you have a vehicle wherever you go. We have got some people jumping swamp, which is interesting. And a lot of squads. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I mean, we don't need to... Is this even a teammate? I don't know. Oh, that was nice. Getting out so that the rest of the team can pick him up. There was some honking there. Psycho has been taken down early doors. Oh goodness, people are just absolutely brutal, aren't they? At Piaf also down. I have a feeling that Team Pandemonium are going to really struggle. This is what happens when multiple teams drop for cars. Not ideal. And by the way, this is 3 different squads that are engaging them as well. So I have very little in the way of good advice. Oh! Psycho's gonna yeet out of there, and I think this might be the play. Just need to hope no one spots him in the air. This might be the play. Get out of here. 10 HP and a dream. Ravenna's also there. This is rough. Very, very rough. In the meantime, Carpenter's End. We've got 2 full teams of 3. Pac-Man SV650 and Kovac are up north. Have they got vehicles? Let's take a look. Let's take a look. That's not drivable. That's not drivable. That's not drivable. Oh. And yes, there is the esports spawn there, but right in the middle of the other team. This isn't ideal. And it doesn't look like we've got a motorbike on the other side. This ain't great, guys. I'm not gonna lie. And the zone is gonna gobble them and have them for breakfast. Ho-hum. Some interesting conundrums here, as the plane path was reasonably far away from Ripton to begin with. Korkos of the Social Butterflies also looking for an opportunity to grab a vehicle. You're not really going to find anything until you get all the... Oh my goodness. Yeah, we're almost at the point where I'm like, Del, maybe we should spawn everyone tuk-tuks or something, because this is rough. Until you get into the faces of other teams, you're not going to see very much there at all. So, teams really struggling right now, I have to say. The good news is this is phase 1, so it's not very much damage, but they really do need to prioritize looking for a way out of here. Castro and Co. have disappeared. Will Pac-Man spot what I think was the motorbike that was down this way somewhere? Oh, it was somewhere. I forget exactly where, but this is... tricky to say the least. We have emergency pickup boys coming in here. The Other Rock, Halecalarbo, Frosties, and Backyard Goat are going to be making their way into Ripton proper. And it looks like fairly uncontested as well, if I'm being perfectly honest. Not too many people in their way right now. The blue zone has been temporarily paused to give people a little bit of extra time to find vehicles and get in. Behind the other bear could really use a car. Let's take a look at Red 13 and Eggs Lemming. I mean, they're nowhere close to any of the roads, which probably doesn't help. Probably doesn't help. And up top there, there's nothing. That's not drivable. Is that drivable? Oh, that is drivable. So we have a dasher down here. But they wouldn't know that. I think Sniper is looking more towards the dual carriageway here. And believe it or not, Oh, you know what? There's a truck right there. Okay. They've got something they can use. That's good. And we have SV650 and co taking a look along the road. That is very smart. Using those towers to get as high as possible to look for vehicles. It's just a pity that they aren't really all over the place. There's one there as well. So they should be able to see enough things to get them going. In the meantime, more and more teams heading into Nestor. Diamond Orc, Korkos, and Hymax making their way in now, deciding that stealth is not their greatest weapon. Whoop. Attempting to keep things in a straight line. Just about managed to do it. We are properly in Destin now. Question now is, where do we want to go? Get up top, get a little bit of height, and see what we can spot with the Winchester. Bushwookies this time. Niasten and Simon have been so good today so far in the first two games. They've really impressed us on stream. They are joined by Cake Ghost this time around. They're coming off the highway here. They're going towards the east side. Are we going to go for a jump? Hails yeah! Nicely done. Very smooth landing. Live better. Well, there you go. You've been told. What looks like the comeback chopper is here. Is that a comeback chopper? It is a comeback chopper. Here comes the killer. Open-toed sandals jumping from a chopper is brave, to say the least. But we're gonna do it. We've got Logic Sculptor and Merb also parachuting nearby. They are slightly further down, and there's Logic Sculptor landing on the roof. We've got some interesting squalid huts there on the top of the roof. It's like Destined Ghetto right here. What's going on? Interesting stuff. Nonetheless, they managed to make it down in time, and it looks like most of the players on the edge of the zone have managed to find some form of Oh no. SV6, you literally went past a truck. Oh dear. Has Pac-Man got a vehicle here? Pac-Man... Oh, I see. To be fair, Castro's shooting at him. Yeah, okay, I understand why now. This truck is very hot property right now. I can appreciate that. And Chupine, unfortunately, has been killed, so it's Kiefel and Castro waiting to go. You know what? Pac-Man would take the glider given the opportunity, not gonna lie. Blue chip transmitter there to grab our teammates back. Why not? SV650 has found a car and is coming back to pick up Pac-Man. Let's go ahead and get out of Dodge. The free-range chickens, very well played. They will be able to make their way to Ripton safely. Nice one. In the meantime, Kokos, what are we doing and why? Well, we're definitely not going to get a vehicle if we keep running by the river. That much is for sure. If we go via the road, we have got a glider. TSH is here on a bike, as is Octams, and that tells me that if there is a vehicle here, they are going to be the ones to pick it up first. There is a truck up ahead. Oh, 2 cars there. Would you look at that? So, if we keep going, we will get something, but not while we're still along the river, unfortunately. That could be a long and arduous game that Kokos is about to play. In the meantime, the Bushwookies are fully in. We're starting to see some shots in Ripton. Next zone has popped. It's going to be southwest as well, which is particularly interesting. Now, that is not a comeback chopper. That is a drag and drop. That's a balloon. Gosh, I'm looking maybe to get... Oh, this is really cheeky. Getting on top of this building here. We're saying to ourselves, this is a pretty solid position to be, and it really is. Depends on whether the zone goes to you, though. Delzor is here as well. This is a high risk, high reward scenario. Dan Gamertop eliminated with the bullet sponges, unfortunately, as we make our way into the next urban zone. Now, some of these teams that have come in late have the advantage of seeing the next zone is off to the southwest and don't have to maneuver their way through the rest of Destin. So there is an advantage here to being late, as long as you're fairly confident there will be some place for you to grab. So if we take a look at behind the tree right now and where they're at ground level, imagine you had a vehicle and you parked in one of those warehouses. You've actually got quite a lot of rotation options. It's not too bad. If you're stuck on top of a building, a little bit more tricky. You kind of just have to hope that zone goes onto you, so it's not great. But while you're there, it feels fantastic. What's happening here? Pandemonium. Getting knocked. Bush Wookiees looking for an opportunity to try and come and finish them off. I don't think they'll get that chance. The Bandage Kings, in the meantime, right next to the Social Butterflies. They go past each other. Looks like that's peaceful enough. Okay. My goodness, so much stuff going on. Niasten managing to get TSH. The Bandage King seems to just be driving around. That was Psycho up top, not actually the same team. Bandage Kings, the rest of them are long gone from this position. Niasten is up for the challenge. See if we can find a way. That is a massive TV. Can I get that TV? Does anyone else want that TV? I want that TV. Let's take a look at what is going on here. That is not where the fight is happening. It's Psycho that we were looking at. Piaf is down. Psycho will need to heal, but is doing a fair amount of damage. And has got a kill, as has Ravenna. Confuzzled Commandos now out. Korkor still running in. Oh my goodness. I mean, this is taking a while, isn't it? Do we have people running in up north? No. Okay, they're all in. Ripton is about to get very, very packed. Ouch. Delightful shot onto Yala. That's Mr. Parlak. Taking them down with the Winchester here in the, what I'm going to describe as the metro station. It looks like there were all sorts of backstabs going on. We even got the blue chip transmitter coming in from Frost Hiss. 200 IQ might be looking to try and push up sometime soon. They've got plenty of targets up there, if I'm being perfectly honest with you. Ajma takes down Tronald. The Tronald is eliminated, which means the potatoes are out of the game as well. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, he missed the second shot. That was crucial. And Aches Lemming will get a second shot at live. No, it's someone else who comes in and gets the knock. No such luck on this occasion, as Ajmi will be able to finish off that knock. And more from here as well. You never know where there is an angle from you from up above in Ripton, and that just makes it so rough. Logic Sculptor here, fighting for his life. The happy hopping hippos, not very happy. And they certainly don't want to be hopping right about now. Not ideal. Oh no, I don't recommend parachuting into here. Backyard goat of the other rock. This is problematic. You've got trick or shoot on one side. Oh no. And you've got, what, 2 other squads on the other side? Into the metro station. This is bold. And does Garcia hear someone land right behind him? How did he not hear that? I'm so suspicious of that right now. Blue chip transmitter to get Nija and Rasters back in, which is fair enough. But I swear. Backyard goat. I mean, that is an escaping act if ever there was one. Here comes the police car of behind the other bear. Relatively close to center of phase 3, and to be fair, I think they've actually taken a decent building. Trick or shoot eliminated now as Garcia goes down. So he actually goes down before Backyard Goat, who is still out in the blue. Kokos has made it in! He's still just running. I mean, running simulator here. I don't actually know what equipment he's got. Okay, he has guns. Good. It's a good start. Slightly worried he might not have very much at all, but okay, we're good. And the rest of his team is here as well. We just don't know where. He's just been running on foot. You ever have one of those games where you look at the replay and what you did was you ran on foot past like 20 different squads and you've got no idea how that happened? That's exactly what this game feels like. How on earth has he not been killed yet? Hackshot's coming in with a multi-kill here, has to be said. Strong stuff from him. And that is Pandemonium and the Bush Wookiees. Are we going to be taking a look at this? I think we have to. Nice then. Ground floor. Footsteps from Ravenna. Oof. Cake goes absolutely ravaging Ravenna there. Not allowing them one iota of space. And Psycho? Oh. Psycho says, nah, I'm denying the point. Esports. Happy Hopping Hippos coming back in. This is from Blue Chip Transmitters, so it is naked right now. We need to find some gear and find it quickly for Merb. Especially with so many people on rooftops nearby, it's not ideal. Pretty much everyone is in and around the next zone. Merb struggling just a little bit. Needs a way to get back down. We've got Optams and Dimpsey. Whew. Properly tagged to within an inch of his life there. The Social Butterflies, all three of them on an adjacent roof. Slightly lower, I think. I don't think those buildings are the same height. Let me take a quick look. They're not. It is a slightly lower building. At a little bit of a disadvantage. Kokos, after going so far to make a reunion with his team, will get to a point where, unfortunately, he's knocked. I think his teammates should be able to res him there. I don't think it's a huge problem. Ah, he's using the self-res. Okay, we're good. Other Rock now eliminated as teams start to try and find where the best high ground position is. Maybe even waiting for phase 5 before committing, because jumping from one building to another late game here is going to be absolutely awful for all concerned. Dave from accounting moving up to the roof to try and finish off the Bandage Kings. And Octams, I think, has got a self-res. He's got a self-res. And he gets killed as he's jumping off the building, unfortunately. So that's his loot crate down there. Doesn't quite get away. And Dave from accounting making a bold move here in phase 5. Looking very, very strong. Red Hot Chili Chickens, minus a Delzor. It's just Lone Ranger left. The good news is, though, thanks to Delzor shenanigans, he has got more or less the center of the circle. Are we going to get headshot from Rags from range? Go on. Let's have it. Let's have it. Give us a hit. Do it. Oh. Imagine what a delightful highlight reel that would be. Lone Ranger still very much lonely on the top of this building. Is this actually going to win it for the Red Hot Chili Chickens? How many first aids? He's only got 2 first aids. Can't see that winning for him. We'll see. Sniper getting stalked at the moment. Lone Ranger wants the clean headshot. Hasn't got one. gets much closer to the building, actually, he'll end up shooting his own feet. Oh, nice hit. No headshot, though. And Sniper is scrambling. Hack shots will come in and sneak that kill. And here comes My Little Pony. Wait, they're going up? But they're right there. Okay, all three members of My Little Pony are upstairs as opposed to inside. Sniper has gone down on the roof. We've got Lemming and Red 13 inside on the ground floor, and that appears to be how things are going to stay. I thought they were going to charge the ground floor. Lone Ranger still very much up top, dictating the pace of this fight. On the right-hand side, the east side of the circle, this is absolute carnage. Dave from Accounting up to 11 kills between them, which is very impressive, but they are surrounded by God knows how many people right now. You saw High Max up top. Tyrese didn't fancy himself getting into those crosshairs anytime soon. It just didn't feel like a favorable trade. He heard the bushwalking. He heard the footsteps. Underarm grenades going on. Tyrese knows someone is here. The nade will confirm, but Happy Hopping Hippos eliminated. Ooh, how did that not result in the knocks we wanted? That was weird. Tyrese not quite able to get the knocks he needed to run around the other side, so he's forced to move with Rags around the west side instead, which I think makes a lot of sense. Behind the tree eliminator, we're into the top 5 now. My Little Pony continuing to do good work. Hackshots and co. really trying to win this game. Doing a very, very strong job of that too. We go all the way up here. We still have, appropriately named, a Lone Ranger. Imagine getting that headshot. Unfortunately, he hasn't been ringing kills left, right, and center. But he has got an opportunity now to try and solidify this position here. Unfortunately, this underground car park is flooded, so not particularly useful. There is loot here, though. If you want to come in, grab a first aid or two and come back out, that's perfectly fine. But realistically, you're holding this position and using your meds towards the end of the game, if we're being perfectly honest. Social butterflies on top of Dave from Accounting. This is where the mini-map is going to be very deceptive, folks. You're going to see one team running into another, and you're going to realize, actually, it's completely safe because someone's on the ground floor and someone else is on the roof. My Little Pony possibly looking to... Do we have ascenders on this side of the building? We don't. Which means we are moving in, and it's going to be a ground floor level fight. Flashbangs coming in from Ori, and Tyrese holding the fort. My Little Pony opting to stay outside, waiting to see what the rest of the circle will do. Still about half a minute left before it closes to a point where we see what Phase 7 has in store. Flashbangs out from Dave from Accounting. I don't think they're using this to come out, though, realistically. Lots of nades coming down. We're not 100% sure which of those are lethals. Or he chooses to bypass them entirely. High max. Woo! 1 HP and counting. And Hackshots returns the favor. Up to 13 kills. We'll need to do a little bit more healing than that, though. 11 damage a second now for Phase 7. Max goes down, and I think that's him out of the game as well. Yes, he is knocked into smoke, but I don't really see how he's recovering from that. Realistically. Blue chip's now done. The killer goes down. Hymax might actually still survive this, which is wild. Kokos providing overwatch for Hymax, but I don't think he has a self-revive. He doesn't, so he's bleeding out. Lemming tried to get a free shot in, not going to be able to. Tyrese will get the final shot, the final kill even, the credit onto Hymax. And Kokos is still up on the roof, being as menacing as ever. Hackshots goes down. He's the last player for Team My Little Pony. He's got a self-revive. Tyrese hasn't got an angle to rip into him from there, so he'll get a second lease of life. Is there anyone still up top? It doesn't look like it. Lone Ranger has gone down, which means we are down to... Oh, wow. Ooh, whoa. Oh, that's a barbecue. Yep. Diamond Orc, I'm going to guess, orchestrated some of that. The Hackshots will get revived. Has been taken down again by the looks of things. trying to get into a safe place. I'm not sure anywhere is safe right now. But he will have to do this sooner rather than later. Not going to get a chance to. That's Rags finishing him off. So My Little Pony eliminated. We're into the top 3. Behind the other bear, Dave from Accounting and the Social Butterflies are our top 3 teams here today on Urbangrounds. Social Butterflies represented by Diamond Orc. Solo player, very much in phase 7. He's got 7 first aids as well. So if this ends up going to a heal off, could be in an excellent position. Behind the other bear, represented by Aches Lemming and Red 13. Red 13 is 10 first aids. Aches Lemming has 3. Brief engagement with Diamond Orc there. And then Dave from Accounting on the other side of Diamond Orc. I'm worried. We've got an Orc sandwich, guys. I feel like Diamond Orc is going to be in a borderline impossible position. Here comes Tyrese. Here comes Rags. That's Diamond Orc out. The Social Butterflies eliminated. It is a straight up 2v2 now. Dave from Accounting behind the other bear. Aches Lemming nearly goes down. Red needs to cover around the corner so that Aches Lemming has an opportunity to heal. Any grenades? No lethals. What about on this side? Let's take a look. Good flashbang. Also no lethals. Aches Lemming is down. They have to push in now. Dave from Accounting could make it 17 kills. They do! Winner, winner, chicken dinner. An absolutely beautiful game. 18 kills, Dave from Accounting. What a strong result. And they did 2,500 damage as well heading into this game. An incredible victory for Dave from Accounting. Very, very well played. GG.